Just a quick message before the video. We've gotten a lot of new subscribers since the last Turtle Profile video. Just want to let everyone know, if you enjoyed this video, to check out the rest of the Turtle Profile series. I've already covered the 1987 Turtles, the original 1990 movie trilogy Turtles, and now we're wrapping up the 1997 Next Mutation Turtles before we move on. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the series so far. Obviously more to come as we run through all the different versions of the TMNT, so stay tuned. But as for now, that's it for the message, and I hope you enjoy the video and the series.
You are here because the outside world rejects you.
Hello everyone, today in this video we're going to take a deep dive into Donatello, specifically Donatello from the 1997 show Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. We'll take a look at some interesting highlights in his story, a breakdown of his design, the actors in the suit and behind the voice, and other interesting details. So grab a slice of pizza and settle in as we jump into another Turtle Profile. Donatello in this version of the Turtles is, as stated from Splinter in earlier episodes of the show, close to being 18 years old and is known for his tech skills, as is usually the case with the character. Early on in the series, he develops a tracking device that allows him to track the Turtles or Splinter when they're off on their own. He also can be seen in episodes wielding binoculars with night vision that he most likely developed himself. He also develops a vampire gun and has a cannon that can shoot a grappling hook for the Turtles. This version of Donatello tends to butt heads with Venus at times, mostly due to Donnie's foundation in science and Venus's foundation in magic. Also, Venus can be clumsy sometimes with his equipment, breaking it, which upsets him. Donatello also saves, or tries to save, a couple different characters in the series, one time saving Venus, who is trapped in a vault that is going to explode. Another time he tries to save a scientist he looks up to named Dr. Queez, but he eventually gets betrayed by him. Now, although I cannot verify it, it has been said that originally Saban, the people that made the show, wanted to change the Turtles' signature mask colors, Leonardo from blue to yellow, which we talked about on the Leonardo profile video, but that also they planned to change Donatello from purple to black, supposedly to avoid color key issues with the heavy blue screen work they needed for the show. Now we do see him with a black bandana at one point in the series, and I don't know if this was done on purpose because of this, but it was in the episode when he gets hypnotized into robbing jewels. He can be seen wearing the black bandana. This Donatello at one point gets cloned and faces off against this clone. Now when it comes to Donatello's weapon in the Next Mutation, this Donatello wields a metal bow staff in this version, at one point saying, "My staff is very high tech." We can even see it in one episode shoot out arrows, although Splinter seems to hint that he likes the traditional wooden staff at one point when he tells Donatello that there was once a time where ninja fought with wooden staff. There's old footage of the toy of Donatello's Next Mutation bow that can be found on the old Ninja Turtles website. You can hear the guy explain that it can also shoot out missiles.
This is Donatello's bow, nearly a yard long of super slashing power. We've got a surprise foam tip missile, and we've got battle sounds as well. The sturdy shoulder strap holds it all in place.
When it comes to the design of Donatello, when it comes to like the body and stuff, it's very similar to the other brothers. There's not too many differences here when it comes to the Turtles. They have the new shells and torsos with that unique design, but most of the differences in the Turtles come in the headbands. Typically in other versions of the TMNT, the Turtles either have the regular ninja style headbands that they wear, or if they deviate from that, it's the pirate style. This one on the Next Mutation's Donnie is very unique. It wraps around his entire head and side of the face, and in the middle of his eyes there's no material. Now, just like his brothers in this version, his body does seem a little bit more muscular when compared to like the 1990 movie Turtles, although overall I don't think the suits look that cool in this version. It's a real shame because on paper in 2D they actually look pretty neat, but it just didn't translate over well into live action the way the 1990 movie Turtles did. A couple more noticeable elements from his design are the diagonal strap on the belt that includes an emblem with his initial on it, similar to the emblems with initials that the Turtles wore in the 1987 cartoon. Another element on the design that stands out are the bandage wraps on the forearms and calves. Now, the people that created these suits in this rendition of the Turtles was the Kyoto brothers. They were also responsible for making the Critters in the movie The Critters. Images of them working on the suit can be found on the old Ninja Turtles website. There's actually old footage from back in the day that talks about how these Next Mutation suits worked.
Action!
Live action.
We've created a software package
with our computers that enables one puppeteer to do the voice and also operate via these hand controls all the facial mechanics.
I hope you don't mind. We just thought we'd drop in.
Now, when it comes to where that old Donatello suit is, there isn't that much info about it online. One of the few images I could find was on a website called moviememorabiliaoriginal.com, and you could see a Donatello head from Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation that appears to have been on eBay at one point. You could see that the foam was starting to fall apart. Also, a Donatello torso, bell, elbow pad, shell, and other parts of the suit from this series appears to have been on sale at one point on heroprop.com. It seems the actor that played the character inside the suit was Richard Yee. Richard is also credited as playing Little Fat in X-Men: Last Stand. It is stated he plays the character before the character transforms. Other actors credited as playing Donatello at some point in the series include Jeff Wong and David Su. When it comes to who voiced Donnie in the series, the credits list Jason Gray Stanford. Jason is most well known for playing the role Randall Disher on the show Monk, and also recently appeared in The Boys. Now, I'm not sure who voiced Donnie in the Power Rangers crossover with the Ninja Turtles. IMDb has it as Jason Gray Stanford as well, but the Donatello in the crossover doesn't sound anything like the Next Mutation Donatello. Now, speaking of the Power Rangers Ninja Turtles crossover, this Donatello, like the other turtles in the series, eventually cross paths with the Power Rangers and Space Power Rangers when one of the villains mind controls the turtles and turns them evil. The turtles, brainwashed, pretend to be friends with the Rangers, and once they're on their ship, Donnie is given a tour of pretty much all the ins and outs of the ship. Eventually, Don reconfigures the main computer, altering the AI running everything. This allows the villains to board the ship. Eventually, though, the mind control is broken, and Donnie prevents the ship from self-destructing, which could have been catastrophic for the turtles and the Rangers. The turtles end up helping the Rangers defeat the bad guys, and eventually this Donatello, alongside his brothers, got to enjoy flying out in space on the Power Rangers Galaxy Glider. This crossover happened right before the end of the Next Mutation show, and the last thing Donatello is seen doing in the Next Mutation is he's looking for Venus, who has disappeared. Him and his brothers fear she has been kidnapped by the Dragon Lord and the Rank. Eventually she shows up on her own though, and he and the rest of the turtles run back to the den for some delicious pizza. Hey, did you enjoy this turtle profile? Well, check out the playlist of more of these profiles. They should pop up here at the end of the video. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to go ahead and cover Michelangelo from this series next. Then we're going to move on to the 2003 Turtles. A lot goes down in that series. This Next Mutation show has been a little bit difficult to cover, as the stories in here was more episodic, self-contained stories per episode. There wasn't really character development, but I feel like the 2003 Turtles had a lot happen, a lot went down in those, so those are going to be really fun to cover. I cannot wait to start doing those. If you're new, hit subscribe if you want more content like this in your life. That's all we cover on here is new, old, and upcoming turtle stuff. Thanks once again, everybody. I will see you in a little bit with another video. Take care.